One, two, three.
There you go.
My name is Scott Sawyer. I'm president and CEO of Cordy Inc., which owns Sawyer Entertainment LLC, which owns Flag Tag AZ, of which I'm the primary manager and proprietor of the establishment, bringing fun to Flagstaff and Northern Arizona. So axes have a long history with the human race. Stone tools have shown that there's been axe-like things going back into prehistory. So with that, you know, they've been around for a long time. There's probably always been some sort of recreation or activity around the tools. You know, the history of axe throwing in modern times, as far as anybody can tell, is you know, lumber sports started in about the 40s or so. More recently, the World Axe Throwing League, which is the organization that we belong to, started recently on the East Coast, where a bunch of folks came together to create a darts-like game with a hatchet. So the hatchets in the game is kind of a fun way to throw. It's a great way to have a lot of fun and have some competition. So axes in lumber sports, there's several different things that they're used for. One is for an accuracy challenge, for example, throwing at a target, trying to see how close you can get to various parts of a target and then having points awarded on those. There's also some more other competitions where you're cutting through logs, for example, the ones where you see the lumberjack or the lumberjill standing on top of a log and cutting between their legs down below, trying to cut the log in half. And there's some where they're throwing hatchets, there's some where they're throwing axes. In some competitions, you're throwing a double-sided axe, which is always challenging when you're pulling it back behind you. You certainly don't want to pull that one too close. It would create some intimate moments with a hatchet in all the wrong ways.
My name is Jesse Von Gluck. I came here one night with my wife as kind of a date night. We went out and had a really nice dinner, and then we went throw axes, you know. So there's something about that. There was something about that juxtaposition that was really cool that night, and come to find out I was decent at it, so it became a thing. You know, I didn't have something going on for me during the week, and so this has become that. So I come here and throw axes, and it gives me a little bit of competition in life to push against. That, you know, I've always had something going, and this gives me something at this point to strive for, or to better, refine, improve.
So I brought axe throwing to Northern Arizona primarily because I was talking to an insurance adjuster, of all people, and they were describing that axe throwing was becoming a large thing across the country. I did some research into it, and it looked like fun. Person throw their hatchet and stick the first one. They're always super exuberant. They're like, holy cow, I just threw this thing, this deadly implement, into this target and made it stick. And so that's always a fun thing to see.
Cool things about axe throwing is that, you know, you think you're going into it and you're just hucking an axe into a piece of wood. But one of the great things about it, and you know, and we're in kind of this era of like mindfulness and yoga and refinement and you know, of character, and axe throwing really isn't about so much about the throwing of the axe into the wood as much as it is about the focus and the zen. There is a certain zen to it. When you get into a situation where you're throwing against somebody, you need to find that place of inner peace, because every throw you do has to be consistent. It's really about consistency. So, you know, what you want to do is you want to get to that mental state where you are focused and confident and breathing and very aware of what your body is doing, because it really is all mind-body connection.
One and done.
One and done.